I'm the creme de la creme and it's filled to the brim. But you should still go be with him. I can't hold your hand this time. I can't fold my plans this time. We bout to hit a cut and get smoky. Hit a couple spots where they know me. I am not a visit to your mommy. I got a couple mommies on call that's about me. Ask about me, ask about me. She ain't got no boundaries. Don't be surprised.
All right. Well, we want to welcome all of the real ones, or most of the real ones, voice day trading chat on to the Halt podcast. So thank you guys all for coming out and giving us some time.
For sure, man. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
The pleasure.
Yeah. So first things first, we just kind of want to give you guys kind of a platform just to talk about what you guys have been doing lately. Like, what have you been trading? How do you feel the market's been going? Have you guys seen anything crazy? Have you had any like huge gains, huge losses you want to talk about? So yeah, whatever you guys feel like sharing about, like the last week, 2 weeks, just shoot it out.
I mean, for me personally, I've been shorting a lot of shit, man, the last like 2 months. From organic runners to more retail push names. And I think it was like 2 months ago, I was talking to Herb and I was talking to Mikey, and I was telling him, I'm probably going to keep rolling with this until that outlier black swan kind of move comes and bites me in the ass, because I knew it was going to happen. I mean, it's just a matter of time, right? And I told him, I was like, it should be okay, management risk well, but I was like, when that happens, I think that's when I'm going to start looking to maybe swap my bias, right? So I'm pretty unbiased, but I always like lean in one direction, right? Like right now anyway, it seems. And it was Grom. So Grom came along, got me a little bit, it was a little bit of a loss, recovered already, but I feel like that was that move that we were talking about a couple of months ago, where it was like, I think we're definitely starting to see a little more bullish sentiment, a little more action, a little more good signs as far as small caps potentially heating up. So, I mean, with that being said, there's going to be, a lot more of that in my head as far as going into each day and not being so short biased. Because for a while there, it was like a lot of the follow through that we were seeing seemed to be on the backside rather than on the front side of the move. We were getting a lot of trappy action, a lot of like choppy sideways action. Lack of follow through, patterns not really, breaking out how we had seen before. But then if you had like looked at the backside, it pretty much everything we were seeing on the front side in a better market was just on the backside of the move. So I'm hoping that we see, things kind of heat up a little more for the long side of things. Because me personally, I'd rather play on that side. I like the sympathy plays. It was cool to see Grom, Paul, and then that one day where CRTD ran with Grom, etc. It was nice to see those kind of things. It was nice to see the Zach Morris index kind of become a thing, and like see CEI moving with DATS and all that good jazz. I like that kind of market. In my opinion, like, it's really easy to make money in that kind of market if you know what you're doing, especially since you basically have something to go off of, right? But yeah, to be honest with you, the last couple months I've been really short heavy. I mean, literally just pretty much shorting everything I can, dude. It's like, yeah. But that's my end of it. That's my end of it. What about you, Herb?
Well, Nate has brought me along to the dark side of the world of options lately. So,
baby.
Oh
yeah.
Been learning that. It's definitely a new skill that I'm crafting. I've mostly been a small cap scalper, but man, we've seen some really great moves. A lot of volatility in the large caps. I mean, you had AFRM, crazy run. Tesla, when it recently broke 800.
That was so nice.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Nasty move, dude. It was crazy.
So yeah, seeing a lot of great stuff there, but soon I'll start to return to home base of small cap land once our pennies start to heat back up.
Yeah. For me, I mean, obviously, Herb, you just mentioned this. I have solely been focused on options lately. And part of that has to do with the reality that I think pennies have just not been performing too well. I mean, Thiz, you talked a little bit about that with follow through. But I'm actually kind of convinced, like, I don't know if pennies are ever really going to return to what we knew them to be because of social media and all the volume and the volatility that's there. And so I found that taking the strategies I learned in small caps and trading those with patterns and the way things should play out, it actually does play out in the large cap land. So you talk about things like AFRM, Tesla, Apple, Disney, Facebook, Moderna, Netflix, things like these. Like I have found any day I can make money going either long or short with calls and puts. So that's what I've been doing. And it's been good. I've only had really one loss in the last couple of weeks, and it was a pretty big one, but I've already made up for that, tenfold. So I'm not worried about it.
Was that
But yeah.
Moderna? Was that on Moderna?
No, Moderna I did really well on. It was SPY. I was trying to time a reversal on SPY, and
Right.
it looked like it was, and then it just, that's the downside of zero DTE. If you look away for 10 minutes, you're down 80%.
But recovered already.
It did. Not for the ones that I had though,
Mhm.
because they were zero DTE.
I meant from the loss taken.
Oh yeah. No, I've already recovered that like tenfold.
Very nice.
Then
I like-
Yeah. Were you in those Tesla calls on Friday? Was it Friday, Thursday, or Wednesday? I don't remember which day, but Tesla calls. I know Bull Shark was on them. I was on them, but those things, man, it was
Dude,
like
what-
all day they were coiling, and then above 800 it ran.
Yeah, didn't Tesla jump like something like $30 in 5 to
Yeah.
10 minutes?
It
Yeah,
was like it was
I
in
was
high
not.
80s.
I was not when those happened, and I was very, very sad to have missed that move.
It was a good move. Mikey, Deb, how you guys been doing lately?
It's been going well for me. I have no complaints. I guess if we're talking about the last month or two, people would be sad if I didn't mention TCAT. It's just
I
kind
was
of
gonna ask.
been the joke. Like,
Get that
Um,
island.
TCAT just runs when there's nothing else going, and they decide to pull it out of their hat to make something run. So I do take advantage of that when it happens. DAT, CEI have been really nice plays for me recently, but I'm mostly scalping. So
Nice.
All right, now it's my turn.
Yeah, Mikey.
All right. I mean, personally, I've been doing really good. I trade momentum. So I think even if the market is not so hot with what everyone expects, there's always going to be a stock that produces momentum that can run 50 cents, $1, $2, $3, $4. Now, my biggest thing that I learned over the months and years is you have to be there early enough to catch it, to ride the wave. So that's something that I've like embedded into my head, and, something that I learned to size up, enough to still make a large amount of money. And so I think that's has really worked well for me. So I still think, when everyone's talking about like, oh, there's not that much momentum or the market's strong,
Yeah.
I still believe like there's plenty of room to make money. It's just being there early enough and being fast enough to capitalize on it.
Define early enough for us, Mikey, because you
Okay,
have a very different definition than us.
I mean, early enough, right? Just being at your monitors, right? Early, whether it's the 7 a.m. pops or even before that, just to see how the market's moving. I mean, when things get news, sometimes they go within like 5 to 10 minutes. And sometimes that might be the only entries that you guys are going to be able to get. So it's just being at your setup and being patiently waiting, having like a strict criteria to go through and being able to capitalize on it. Because sometimes we get these runners that only give us, especially for the bulls, right? I talk about more about the bullish sentiment. You only have things that that'll run within like 15 to 20 minutes. And after that run up, the rest of it's chop in the backside of the play. That's just something that I've seen in the past couple of months for sure is just being
So
ready to,
That's all you trade, right, Mikey?
yeah.
We don't swing trade. We don't do none of that.
No swing trading. No, I don't even know how to look at a chart after the momentum dies.
And you're banking, yeah?
Yeah, I'm banking, dude.
Hell
Yeah, man.
And Mikey
so-
gets the luxury of being up a lot earlier than most of us because of how late it is where he is.
Well, and
Yeah, shit.
he's not only banking, a lot of other people are taking advantage of banking with him. You know that
And where
Yes.
where are they doing that, Deb? Where are they doing that? I wonder.
that they are doing that in Real One's Discord.
Let's go.
Yeah. How? Okay, we gotta talk about how'd you guys meet, like to kind of put together Real One's Discord, because I know you guys are kind of the main men. I know Bob is involved too, but how'd you guys all meet?
So I want to go ahead and say that we kind of like joined forces, right? Like the whole Real Ones thing was like two, maybe, three, like kind of, I don't know if I should say server, but like forces joining force, right? But like, so in the beginning it was me and Herb, like me, Herb, and then right after that it was Mikey. But like whenever I'm kind of I'm an introvert, but I'm like really open with talking to people on the internet for some reason. And so whenever I was in royalty trading was what the server was called, I met Herb, and man, I just started bugging the shit out of this guy, dude. I was like just in his messages, just fucking talking to him, and it turned into like us playing video games together, which turned into hey, let me FaceTime you, which turned into hey, let's trade in voice together. And I kind of formed like this mastermind group, is what I tell people, where it's like I found a bunch of people that were trading pretty much kind of like how I was trading, and like people that I was able to bounce ideas off of. So like a force, you know what I mean? Like nothing was gonna get past us, like if we were all in voice together, if I didn't see something, Herb was gonna see it. If Herb didn't see it, Mikey was gonna see it. And there's other people that were there too that aren't in this chat, like KG, you know what I mean, and Zen. But so that's where it started, right? And so basically, long story short, some things were going on in the server, and it just, we weren't 100% happy, and we kind of wanted to go our own route. You know what I mean? Coincidentally enough, at that same time, it was like the same kind of thing was happening on the other end of the planet, with like Bob, Fappy, and stuff like that. And I guess they decided they were going to make Real Ones, right? Bob, Fappy decided they're going to make Real Ones. One day I randomly just got a message on Twitter and from Bob, and I came in there with Fappy and Bob. And I mean, at that point I was already ready to try something new and move on into like a free room instead of a paid room. I wasn't making any money from the paid room, and I wanted to reach out to more people and teach more people and be around more people. And so I got up with Herb and I got up with Mikey, and I was telling him, I was like, look, I love you guys. I want you guys to be with me. I want you guys to come with me. And I told him, I was like, I have a feeling about this. I just can't ignore. And, whether you guys are going to be there with me or not, I'm going. And I want you guys to be. Did I not? I told you guys that I got a feeling. And this is just one of those things that you just can't fucking ignore. Well, didn't I say that on FaceTime? And so we did it. We kind of politely left where we were at. Tried to leave on good terms, and in the midst of all that, I'm not sure what happened on Nate's side. We met Nate, met Deb, and everything just started growing really fast. I mean, everything just turned into something just so amazing so quickly. We basically were already doing voice chat, and I told him, I told Bob, I was like, look, I'm all in, man. I don't mind doing voice and Real Ones as long as all the people that I'm doing it with can be there, and we can do it for everybody, and they can have an opportunity to learn in real time. Like who does that? I mean, not a lot of people I know do that, man. That's like something you get from a paid service, and we're doing it for free, and we have fun while we do it, and it just fucking grew. I mean, really fast.
Really fast. Yeah. And I can fill in a few of the blanks from before that. So RCB Bob, Rocket Catching Bob, whatever you want to call him, had started his Twitch stream back at the end of January. And somewhere in the summer, he decided he wanted to kind of start this Discord just as a place for the community to hang out. There's a couple thousand people that were in the Twitch community, and he wanted a place for everybody to kind of hang out and play games. And from there, the decision kind of got made, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we kind of started adding some educational materials? And so we were kind of working on that, had a couple thousand people in Discord. And then Fappy came on, and within a week brought this crew in, and the decision was made, hey, let's put everybody on voice for live trading. And as Thiz said, absolutely exploded. Nate came into voice, Zen, the whole crew. And, we literally went from a couple of thousand people to, basically 10,000 people now in a very short amount of time. So that was kind of how it happened.
So for me, I used to be a part of another Discord and I learned a ton while I was in there, but there was just a lot of things happening in that Discord that I couldn't get behind. I feel like a lot of people kind of lost their way, and trading, which used to be this beautiful thing of trying to help people, became this kind of egotistical thing. And I was like, that's not really for me. So I got to know Fappy, and I was talking with Fappy and he told me about Real Ones. I hopped in, started doing some educational stuff of things I was doing and why. And then randomly, I just get this message from Deb saying, hey, I've turned you into an experienced trader. You now have all these privileges. I hopped in voice, and that was months ago. And kind of the rest is history for me, because I've been doing this for a few years now, kind of on my own solo. This is actually my first endeavor trying to do this in community with other people. And it's been really fun, to be honest.
Oh, it's my fault. That's what you're saying. It's
no,
my
no, no,
fault.
no, no, not your fault. Not your fault. I'm saying it is. Like, I am experiencing the blessing right now of you sending me a message, golly, like 4 months ago, saying I already did this. Now, do you want to do it? This is what I did. So here you go.
It's funny. And I mean, I've talked to a couple of you guys about it, but there definitely is, that sense that we're just all kind of where we need to be right now, that, you can say it was forced, like, the term is used, or, whatever word you want to use, but, just feels like this is right. And, like we're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Did I say it was forced?
Not forced. Force.
Oh,
You said
force.
it was a force.
I was like, dang.
Yes, we forced everyone here. No one will ever leave.
But
I gotta say though,
I look at that and I see, oh yeah.
I gotta say, man, like I sometimes hop into your guys' voice chat and it just feels so like organic and like just the right, like, I don't know, the right way that people should be learning to trade. Like sometimes I'll just like follow along with your guys' scalps and stuff, or, take them myself even. And it just feels like the right way. Like I watched the level 2 with you guys and it looks so natural and like organic moves, that kind of thing. So I just got to give you guys props. Like you guys are doing everything right over there on the voice chat.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I wanted to
thank you.
touch
Appreciate
up
that.
on that too, because, like this said, whenever we first started doing voice chat, it's just a couple of us in a private Discord. Like it wasn't even in royalty or any server. It was just literally like a bunch of dudes just hanging out, like talking stocks. And then once we kind of introduced it and kind of made it public to royalty, our previous server, like people loved it. I mean, it was just cool to be able to educate people and just go through stuff real time. And like we realized that was something special, because for me personally, I have not experienced something like that in any other Discord. You have experienced traders going through trades live, and you can look at it, you can watch the tape, the level 2, and know exactly what they're talking about. And
It's such a blessing, dude.
Ever since we've started doing it in Real Ones, I mean, like people really, really love the idea of voice. And we've been seeing this pop up in other Discords. Just saying, it's starting to become a little thing. But I want to say that it's a main feature, and it's just a huge help for people looking to learn.
I think the coolest thing is it just highlights one of the things we really value in Real Ones, which is like honesty and integrity in a lot of ways. Because you got guys who will post these plays like, oh, after the move, this is what I bought, this is what I sold. And it's like, well, I never knew if you bought that and sold it. But if you've got Herb or Thiz or Mikey or any of us talking about, I just literally took this trade and it moved against me and I just got screwed on it. Like we're not going to hide that. Like we have no desire in just putting out all of our winners and none of our losers. It's like, no, like we'll show you guys all, because
and there's been some people that are like, oh, well, prove it, and so I post my charts a lot. Like if I take it on Trade Zero and I can actually show the entries, the exits, I go ahead and post the chart, so people know it's like there ain't no funny business or nothing like that.
People
I mean,
always,
honestly,
like-
if there was, probably be making more money. But it's all legit. It's all
And
legit.
it's all free, right? Like, so
Right.
we have no desire to make money.
Right.
Like, we're not trying to rip people off or to sell service. It's like, we just want to help.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's the thing for me. Like it goes back to RCB and kind of he started the Twitch stream basically when AMC and GME were running, and he was worried about all those people who were going to have money and thought maybe they knew what they were doing in the stock market, and he thought he would do some streams that would teach them. And it blew me away that somebody who could be obviously making a lot more money off stream was just streaming every day with the idea that they could help other people learn. And that has just snowballed, I think, into what Real Ones has become. Everybody in here just wants to see other people succeed, teach them what they can. And it just blows me away. I'm getting emotional talking about it. I think it's just amazing, again, that a community can come together with just the idea of helping other people.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like how Teddy and I met. I mean, we met through Discord, and then I think we met, like, I would send Teddy plays, and Teddy had a big following on Twitter, and I didn't even have Twitter, and I would like send him things, and he'd like them, and like we'd talk back and forth, and then we didn't talk for like months.
Damn, Teddy, dick.
I know, I should have just ghosted him.
No, it wasn't. It actually wasn't Teddy.
It was because I left the Discord that he was in. Like, I just like straight up dropped it because there were some people I didn't fuck with in there. So dropped the Discord, but didn't connect with keep connected with the people I liked, which was a mistake. But we figured it out.
But yeah, I think you
good,
guys
man.
like you guys met, and like everything happens for a reason, and like I kind of believe in that too. So yeah. But I wanted to ask, like, we like to ask everybody like your backstory about how you guys got into trading. So I don't know what order you guys want to go in, but we kind of just want to get like a little spiel on how you guys got into trading, like if you had a mentor or anything.
Well, Biz, you better be short. You took the long road earlier.
Oh shit! I knew that was coming. I was just like over here, like, whoa.
Give us that elevator pitch right there.
I don't know, man. It was like I was just looking for some extra money, man. I found it. I think I found like Amazon FBO and drop shipping first, and then trading just kind of fell into my lap at some point in time. Long story short, I pretty much just completely all in it from the very beginning that I found it, and like sold my car, sold everything I had of value, like pulled my 401k at the time, which was only like a couple thousand because I didn't work that job very long. I was in some other shit that I probably shouldn't have been in beforehand. And I pretty much just went out on a whim, dude, and gave it everything I had and made it work.
Yeah, so if you're listening to this, sell your car and then
Just
There it
so
is.
just sell your house and
Sell your dog.
Sell your kids. Oh wait, no, you can't.
Yeah, sell your kids.
Nate's gonna be the richest of us then.
Oh god.
Nah, he'd have to sell his books then.
That's all the books, dude.
Ain't happening.
Sell the kids before the books.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty cliche with me, honestly. But it was hard. Definitely wasn't something that just came easy. It was a lot of grit, a lot of bullshit, and just I feel like me, Herb, and Mikey and Zen, even KG, like we kind of just had each other by the arms, and just like lift each other up like the whole way. And I mean, I don't see that changing anytime soon. I mean, like we have literally came up together. I mean, from going from a couple $100 days to multi 5-figure months, like together, and it would be really, really cool to see us become multimillionaires together in the near future.
It's absolutely awesome, man. I think the part that kind of sticks out the most to me is how you guys are able to stick together like this long and not ever like, I guess there's a lot of people I see like groups that are really tight like that, who then they get into like competitions with each other. Like, all this bullshit happens. But like to see you guys So you guys like stay together through that is super awesome.
Yeah, I mean, don't get it twisted. There's definitely friendly competition, but it all balances out. And like
Yeah.
honestly, if it kind of works out to the way where it's like if I'm not doing really good and Mikey's killing it, and like I don't know, that alone just like lifts me up. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But we keep each other in check, bro. We keep it 100% real. I've always kept it 100% real with Mike and Herb. And like, if I feel something, I call him, I tell him, and it's always been vice versa. And I think from the very start, we made it real clear that that's the kind of relationship that we were gonna have.
Yep.
Always keeping it 100% real, always. And it was really cool to meet these guys in Miami too. That was something that is like
Hell yeah.
such a crazy feeling to like meet some people on the internet, become best friends, and then get to meet them in real life.
When
Like,
did you
let me
guys do
tell
that?
What was it? The end of July?
At the end of July. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That was
That is sweet.
the craziest thing, man. It was amazing.
Yeah, Tony and I got to meet up here soon. We haven't done it yet.
Too far
Man.
away.
It's
Yeah.
it's an experience, dude. What about you, Herb? What about you, Mikey?
Yeah, Herb, Nate, and Mikey, Deb, how you guys start trading?
I'll
go
go
next.
first, I
All right.
guess. Well, it sounds dumb, but so I'm pretty big into cars, just like Thiz is, and I'm sure you all have heard of him, Ricky Gutierrez. You know, he had all of his little YouTube star, had his cars, and got his cars from trading stocks. And I was like, you know, I was amazed by that. And I've been a photographer, videographer, content creator for a long time now, and you know, I knew a lot of successful people in that industry, and you know, I would consider myself somewhat successful as well, but there's really a limit to how much you can make, and even if you're, you know, high up in there, and even then it's still grind. You know, there's just a lot of work and physical labor, and you know, I knew that I needed to make some other kind of income for for, you know, not only for my future, but for my family's future and all that. So, you know, once you start watching those YouTube videos, they start recommending more people. So like got into Cam's room and stuck around there for a little bit, and then, you know, started discovering like stock twits, Twitter, and so just slowly like getting all these different names, joining different rooms, and you know, from there it just became clear that this was like the avenue to do that, to like make more money than I could ever make doing what I was doing. And you know, after time, you get consistent, you study, you work hard, you make good friends, have good mentors, and you know, a couple
When'd
of
you go
years
full
later,
time, Herb?
it was like January 16th of this
So
year.
close. So close.
It's like middle of January. I actually don't know the exact date, but, you know. So yeah, I found my consistency towards the end of, I guess it was 2019, with Thiz and Mikey, and you know, I told myself, I was like, look, if you're gonna make this a full-time thing, you got to prove to yourself that you're consistent first. And so, you know, I made it a goal to just have a whole month of green days, and I did that in November for the first time, and I was like, okay, well, you know, if I'm able to stay that consistent, then there's no reason why I can't make this work. And you know, like this is said, things just started to click. November, December 2019, and then into 2020. Obviously, we know how crazy the market was for the first couple months, and we all made a good amount of money. But I think what's even better is we made a good amount of money, and we're still here, and we're still making money. There are a lot of fallen soldiers from that era, but
Rest in peace.
that's why we're here. I mean, that's why we have real ones, is because we want to give those people a chance to learn and not just blindly follow calls. And hopefully we can generate some really successful traders.
Yeah, you guys are definitely on the way to getting a lot of people on track. I guess there's a lot of people I see struggling, and then I see a lot of people that I saw struggling a while back in real ones just killing it. So that's something that you guys should definitely be proud of. Nate, you got a beginner story. By the way, your beard is fucking awesome, man. I mean, I've never seen it in person yet, but that beard is sweet.
That beard's OP.
It gets bigger, man, as long as my wife lets me grow it. So for me, I kind of have a little bit of a different journey to trading than most people. Like I know a lot of people end up in it because they're like, hey, I want to make money. Like this is how I'm going to do it. I've really got no other option to be able to kind of rise myself up out of whatever situation I find myself in. I didn't start trading until a few years ago. I'm 34 now. So I think I was like 30, 31 back then when I started. And I've been in ministry as a pastor for the last 15 years. Had a pretty successful career, quote unquote, whatever you want to call it, doing that. And like, I have no intention of ever leaving that. So when these guys talk about full time, like, I love that. Like, that's just not my heart to go and do that because I've already found my calling in life. But for me, a few years back, I was writing a dissertation, and that's like the final, paper, whatever you got to write for a doctorate. And I found myself just so stressed out going like, man, I need something to take my mind off of this. And my brother was texting me about some trading he was doing back on Robinhood. And he's like, dude, I just bought a bunch of MJTV. This thing's going to make me so much money. I looked it up. It was like a crap penny stock, weed stock, whatever. And I was like, dude, if my brother thinks he can make money doing this, like, I'm fairly confident I can make money doing this too. And so, that was just kind of my mentality. So I started doing it, and I kind of found I had a knack for it. And I decided to stick with it. And for me, like the heartbeat has never been about making money, because like my job provides enough to meet all of our family's needs. But there are so many things I'm exposed to in this world where I go, man, like I want to do something about that, whether it's kids in Africa who don't have food and education and healthcare, or friends of mine who just are not able to make ends meet. Like I want to help. And unfortunately, being a pastor, like while I'm able to provide for my family, like that's about it. You know what I mean? Like, Herb was talking about, there is a threshold limit of what you can make. Like I'm kind of there in my vocational career. And so I figured, hey, you know what? Trading, this is a thing. If I could dedicate myself to it, it's going to give me the financial resources to advance some of the things that I really care about in life, which is helping other people. So that was a few years back, started doing it, found out really like I can do this pretty well. And I think a part of that honestly had to do with all of the education I'd done up to that point. I had learned about discipline. I had learned about time management. I learned about just really being able to manage a lot of my own emotions, which I know is not where a lot of traders begin, because many of the traders we see today starting are, 19, 20, 21. But I'd had this whole journey that I'd already walked through of developing and finding security as myself, to where I could actually approach it without the emotional thing of like, well, I need to do this. It's like, no, I actually get to do this. And so, yeah, that was a few years ago. Had a very similar journey to probably many on here. Started with Googling stocks, stock twits. That led me to Atlas. And I just want to throw this out there for everyone. I'm incredibly grateful for Atlas and the education they gave me. I know that a lot of people always try to create beef and all that kind of crap. Like I feel no negativity towards Atlas. Like I love the education I got there. I learned most of what I learned about trading in that room and with the resources they give. So I am grateful for that. But as I progress, it's like, I want to find a community I can actually be a part of and actually contribute to. And so, yeah, that's kind of led me up to today. And it's been fun, man. It's been a little wild. There are always those days where you're like, holy crap, what did I just do? And these other days where you're like, man, I really get to do this. This is stinking amazing that I get to be a part of this.
Imagine having a hobby that just like makes you money.
Well, dude, honestly, yeah, because like I still do my full-time job, like, and I never intend to leave it. And it's been cool because in so many ways, like I've actually been able to bring a lot of what I do in my full-time job with trying to help people into helping younger or traders who are down on their luck right now and being able to speak some truth to them. And like, so the whole psychology background I have, like it's actually helped me help people, which fuels this inner desire I have. So it's been fun. And yeah, making money on the side is cool. But for me, it's never been about that.
That's funny. That's Teddy and I's major, psychology.
Yeah, we're both psych majors.
Really?
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
hey, if you guys
That's
ever go
awesome.
on and do a master's or a doctorate, let me know. I can be your content reader.
Yeah. I don't know if I will. I want to
Nate,
maybe
I'm
within
just
the
being
next
honest.
5 or 10 years.
There's no way I'm going to school past what I have to go.
It was something to fill my time with.
But I totally would.
Yeah, I'm debating doing like a master's program if I ever like feel the need, because I've felt like trading could fulfill me long term, but I've also felt that maybe it might not. Like I might need that like extra bit. So if I ever do, man, you know who I'm hitting up. It's gonna be you.
Hell yeah.
I'm here.
Fizz. Is that a great pit bull that you had over there, Fizz?
American Bully. His
Dude,
name is Priest. Come here, Priest.
he is gorgeous, bro. I've been wanting like a gray pit bull or bully like for forever. He is
Like,
dog.
back. He's a good
that
boy.
is a cute dog.
He's a
Wait.
good boy. You a good boy? Sit.
Fizz, you know how many tattoos you have? Or have you lost count?
Oh man. To be honest with you, man, they're all kind of just like connected. So the only ones that really aren't are like the ones on my face.
Yeah.
But I had one artist, and he passed away when I was like 22. I got most of my tattoos when I was like 18, 19, 20. And when he passed away, like I haven't got a tattoo since, bro. Like I still got to finish my shirt. Oh, and I got a couple on my leg, but
Yeah.
I got a good amount of hours in. That's for sure. But as far as how many, I have no idea, man.
Do you
No
like your
idea.
neck tats?
I do. I never got to finish my neck though. The right side of my neck, I still got to finish. Usually the question I get is, do I regret?
No, man, I want a neck piece really bad. I got to get a few years later in life, but I want one real
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I'd say do it. I think that's probably one of the ones that stands out the most. You know what I mean? I really liked it. As far as like the pain scale, that was one of the ones that sucked more for me. That and the hands. There's a lot of scar tissue on the hands.
I know Tony's almost like covered. That dude is fucking. He got a lot
Yeah,
of
I gotta
tattoos
get my
for a
neck and then
22-year-old.
Yeah, the neck is cool, man. It like brings everything together, you know?
my
Yeah.
mom's gonna kill me, but
Oh man, that's a funny story actually. I was worried about the same thing, and like, so I made the very first tattoo I had. I like dedicated it to her so that she could get.
So she
I was
couldn't
like,
get
well, you know what I mean? I was like, well, if I-
You played her.
Yeah. I was like, she can't get mad. Go for you.
Who here doesn't have tattoos?
I
Herb.
don't have any tattoos.
Herb, you got any tattoos? No.
Nope.
All natural. It's a
I
look
wanna
that
hear
never goes out of
Mikey's-
style.
I want to hear Mikey's story before we move on. How he started trading.
Yeah,
You guys wanna
Mikey
hear
and
my
Deb, we
story?
still got to get to you guys.
All right. I'll go. I remember like 3.5, 4 years ago, I made my first $1,200 trading, and I didn't know shit. And then I got mixed up with a whole bunch of other stuff, so I never really followed it. And then it wasn't until like 2 years ago I had another kid. I was in the military. I used to be an electrician in New York in the Bronx. I joined the military so I can get away from a lot of the other bullshit, like the chaos. Family wasn't really like the brightest, or not the brightest, but more a little bit living life the different way, right? There's two ways to live life: the right way, the wrong way. So I wanted to stem away from the wrong way. So I joined the military. I get in the military, the fucking pay was shit. So I was like, damn, how can I make more money? Like, I'm grateful for the military. That has a lot of good benefits. I get to see the world, but I wanted to make more money. So I remember, and it's crazy because it was Eric. I followed Eric on stock tweets, and I made like money off him. I was like, oh, this is great. This is easy. So I got back into it. But when I got back into it, I lost a lot of money. So I stepped back and I started reading the books, the VPA candlestick books. But there was something in the VPA book where it was like, if you can master the market, you'll give you and your family like financial freedom that you'll never get being a doctor, going to school for this amount of long, 8-10 years. And, you never have that type of financial freedom like you would. And then you can use that financial freedom to basically do whatever you want with, whether you want to start your own company, branch out, kind of like what Nate does. Like, hey, I want to do this, he said, I take that personal offense. So I really, I got into trading because, I wanted to make money. And I wanted to do it where I didn't have to dedicate my day to like working 8 to 12 hour days. So, that's why I got into trading. I got in it for the financial freedom. And then eventually it's like, you want to love what you do. So being a part of the community, being like trading with Thiz and Herv, dude, I look forward to that shit every day. Like those are my boys, man. And then I got into the real ones. I was going wherever Thiz and Herv were going, without a doubt. Like I don't even care if it wasn't a part of anything. We were just stuck, just us trading.
She.
And then it came down to like I always wanted to help people too, right? Been through a lot of shit, so I just wanted to do the right thing, live the right way. So the only way you can help people in trading is to be successful first, right? You have to go through all the ups and downs, the bruises, and it took me a long time. Fucking Herv and Thiz were killing it. I'm like, dude, how are these guys doing this shit, dude? Like, these guys, like I'm over here making $100 a day, and these guys are making 4 figgies, 5 figgies. I'm like, what the fuck, So
now look at you.
I know, dude.
Now look at you.
It blows my mind, but dude, I mean, guys, I really like, and then like all you guys did too, man. I put in a lot of work staring at these screens. So I'm in Japan, right? So it's daytime over here. So when I trade, it's nighttime. So I work all day, and then I hang out with my family, cook, clean, help out. We go out, and then I trade all night. So I only get 4 hours of sleep during the day, sometimes 3, Monday through Friday. Like I don't party on the weekends because like my weekend doesn't start until Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done that for years, and it is finally paying off, and I'm super grateful for it because I mean, I'll never do anything else ever again in my life.
Yeah.
If I do something, it's going to be for free. Like, hey, I'm going to go help out over here. Or does my brother need help on the electrical job? Or,
mow Miss Johnson's lawn.
Yeah, right. Go help my mom with something, or, my neighbors, something. But, I'll never.
I heard that.
Dude, I mean, when you can like really trade, and I'm really big on like, hey, I do only want to trade for like 4 or 5 hours a day too. Like I don't want to be like, at my monitor from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I love trading momentum because of that, because you can like do a hit and run. So I'm like real big on that. And then voice, right? Voice. Once we got voice really going, I can never, like, I would always tell these guys, how do you guys type shit out? Like alert. Because by the time I'm doing an alert, typing something out, the move's gone, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, by the time I hit enter, I'm like, what the fuck? I can't even like.
I remember you guys used to get on to me, remember? Because I would like be typing some shit out before I even took the play. And by the time I hit enter, it was gone. Yeah.
So voice has definitely been, the gold for me, for us too. Like that's gold. Like I love it, man. But yeah, that's why I got into trading. I wanted to do the right thing. I wanted to make a lot of money. And then I wanted to enjoy what I do. But yeah, that's my story.
Deb, thanks, Mike.
Hi.
That was a good story. Deb, why'd you get into trading? I want to hear it.
Yeah. So I'm the newbie of the group, as I think a lot of people know. I started this in February of this year. So I've been trading a little bit of large caps in my retirement account and doing, what I thought was really well with that, 30-40% a year, and thought I was, really fantastic. And then I heard about the AMC GME stuff, and I thought, well, that's so dumb. It's not based on valuation. It's not based on anything. What are they even thinking? Came onto Twitter, FinTwit for the first time, and, was reading all this stuff. And I was like, so I bought some AMC, and it went up 251% overnight, and, sold that, like take the money and run. That's kind of my MO. So a couple of days literally after that was when RCB started streaming. And I was like, well, I could learn, stuff that I could apply to my current investment strategy, and wouldn't that be fun? And about a week into that, he made me a mod for some unknown reason, kind of like what Nate was saying. Like I kind of made the decision for him. He didn't ask me. He just threw a sword at me one day. And then I kind of felt like, well, I gotta keep coming back to this stream because he made me a mod, right? Like, but I work a full-time job. I work a very serious full-time job. I was working 60 to 80 hours a week before I started trading. So it's been a real grind. Yeah, it's been a real grind to try to balance my full-time along with the stocks. And I wish I had more time, to dig into learning and reviewing. And, push will come to shove at some point, because I can't keep doing what I'm doing. I'm kind of with Mikey, I sleep a couple hours a night and try to catch up a lot on the weekends. But I mean, I've had a lot of success. I'm certainly not complaining. It's gone really, really well. I kind of, can't wait to see what else happens. But yeah, that's my story. I just kind of stumbled into it and kind of making it up as I go.
Yeah, I think something to take something that Mike was saying is that you gotta love what you do, and almost everybody gets into this because they want to make money and they want to be quote unquote financially free, but you see a lot of people that will get lazy. They don't really love it and they think they're gonna half-ass it and make money.
Right.
And to have longevity, you really gotta do love it. I know everybody in here sleeps 4 hours a night. That's all they think about. They have other jobs, they're doing this, and they have all these other things going on, but you really gotta love what you do, I think. And I think that's an important message to take from that.
Well, and what's funny about it is I didn't dislike my job before I started trading. And now I'm just like, oh, I just, why do I have to do this? Because I want to be looking at charts all the time. So it's just really funny how much it's changed everything.
Yeah, we talk a lot, or I have anyways, where it's trading is so I'm a gamer, right? And I use this kind of analogy a lot where it's I honestly, trading and gaming are pretty similar.
Yeah.
And the thing with a natural game, let's just say it's like an MMO, right? It's how do you know you're progressing or growing in the game, right? You're leveling up, you're getting new gear and stuff like that. And as far as trading, if you were to look at it in that same sense, the only really way to know that you're, gaining experience or leveling up, I mean, a lot of it is associated with money, you know what I mean? And consistency. So,
or you just ask your friends, I ask Biz, I ask Bob, I'm like, am I doing good? Am I doing okay?
Right. So it's coming from somebody that loves it, right? And of course, we all want to make money, but now it's it's a lot less about the money, but definitely the money is important because it's kind of like that. I don't know, that thing that's letting you know, hey, you're leveling up in a way.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it proves to yourself where you're at on the journey too. If you're making,
right.
3 times as much as you were a year ago a day, then all right, well, I'm in a good place then.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's important.
I just want to throw one more thing back to what we were talking about with the helping people, because I'm sure these guys get a lot more than I do. But, I get people that will reach out to me because I'm new. I kind of started the journey with a lot of them, and, they'll say they're struggling, they're thinking about quitting. You talk people through what they're doing. And, there's some people that I've done that with who are now absolutely killing it, and I'm watching them in real ones post every day about how well they're doing. There's nothing that feels better than that. To know that something that you said, helped somebody along the way. Like I said, I'm sure these guys are getting tons of those messages, tons of those questions, but people are taking it, they're applying it, and it's helping. And that's just so cool.
Nobody messages me.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Because
what about that pic I sent you a couple nights ago? Fizz?
Oh shit!
You responded to that one. You got a message.
No, dude.
If Fabi was here, he'd have something to say about this. But
are we talking about that pic?
Oh, we're talking about that pic.
Oh, that pic.
It's
Oh
cool.
Jesus!
It's cool, dude.
If I could never grace your eyes with that pick.
Grace your eyes, dude.
Hey, listen, Thiz sent me a pic of himself on the toilet. So, if we can go there, then. And
I've
that
seen
was
Thiz as a
early on.
woman
That was,
before.
yep.
Well, and
Oh, you have seen me as a
The
woman.
Thiz woman pick.
We all
Like,
have. He's
you
hot
guys-
too, gotta say.
you guys hear all this banter and all this stuff. Like, for me, this is like the greatest part of Real Ones. It's not even the education. It's not how we're helping people. It's for so many people, like this community has really become a family. Like I even
Yeah.
looked on the Discord right now. And I'm like, dude, there are people who've been in there all day just talking to each other. And there's something different about when you engage in something like trading with people you love and you care about that you want to see succeed, right? Like there is no taking advantage of, there is no trying to screw people over. It's like our heart is we want to see people be more successful than us.
People like hearing me talk about dicks, dude.
That too, but
And the ass eating. Don't forget the ass
Yeah, I
eating.
hear anal
Oh,
come out of
geez.
your
Yo,
guys'
Anthony's
mouth
like,
quite a
yikes, dude. He's like, yikes.
bit.
I haven't seen
Nah,
the,
but I mean, it's
the pic
like-
of you as a girl. I need to see that. I think.
Yo, I'm pretty fire,
He
man. I'm
is
just saying.
hot.
Prepare the Ojos. Nah, but I mean, we make trading fun, bro. It kind of takes some of the edge off, Trading can be really, really fucking stressful, honestly,
especially on the hard days. It's fun to walk through the hard days with other people.
I mean, I'm
it's-
in there every day. I haven't missed a day yet, bro. And if there's nothing going on, I'll be honest, I just kind of bullshit.
Valorant.
But it makes time. Yeah, it makes time go by, man. And I like it.
It's good to too as well. If you're having a bad day, a lot of us have had way more bad days than all these new guys who are ready to quit after 3 bad days or 5 bad days. So it's cool to be joking on a bad day and they'll be like, dude, because I remember when I took the biggest hit of my career about a month ago. It was like a 8% or 5% got shaved.
I remember
off my
this
account.
one.
Yeah. I got a bad one. It was the worst one. I made it back 2 weeks within a week or two later, but it was the worst. And people were like, man, how do you not want to just take a week off or get discouraged? I'm like, oh, I do, but it's one of those things I can joke through it too. I was sending messages about how much money I'd lost. Oh yeah, I just lost enough to this or that, or saying jokes, just messing around with it. Just it's light. I know I have confidence in my skills. Those people will get to the same confidence. They're gonna make it back. It's not that big of a deal. Learn from it, but also just know when it's time to put it in the past.
Yeah, losses happen, man. You just gotta embrace that it's going to
Yeah.
happen and move on. Nobody likes when it happens. I don't think I know one person that just be taking a big loss is like, yes, you know what I mean? It sucks.
Wait.
Actually-
I got wrecked on Friday almost on one play, and I was like, "Damn, guys, I just got wrecked." Lost
Yeah.
$1,800 in 2 seconds. I was like, "Ooh, that sucks."
Well,
Wrong-
Who's-
speaking
wrong
of that, though,
pullback.
in the Real Ones, I don't know that since this whole thing began that I've ever seen a single person in this chat post a dollar gain they've made, maybe a percent gain, but I have seen almost everyone here post dollars lost. Not that we celebrate that or anything, but we're trying to make it human.
Yeah.
Trading is difficult. It's hard, but
Yeah.
you learn from it and you grow.
You take losses, and the whole goal is just to minimize those losses and maximize the profits. And people got to realize, I take probably almost as many losses on trades. I just know how to minimize them just as well as I know how to maximize the profits. I know how to let things run, that kind of stuff.
I think it's
One of
important
the-
to show both sides, Show
Yeah,
people the
one
losses
and
and,
one of the things that I think is cool about Real Ones is you've got the entire spectrum. We have people, in the community who are literally, posting their one share or, a $75 trade. And then you've got, up to Fappy who's talking about millions, in gains or losses in a day. So, everything in between. So it's just cool to see everybody at the different stages of their journey.
Well, and every person is still equally accessible, which I think is the real unique things of Real Ones. We don't have a trading room for only the professionals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
people can tag us, they can talk to us, we engage them, we answer all their questions in DMs.
I love
I love how it's set up, dude.
Oh
I
my
absolutely love
gosh.
it. And in the beginning, we got a lot of pressure about making,
Mhm.
a channel where it was just us calling shit or whatever. But I'm gonna be honest, like I don't even really like typing in chat. It's just a lot easier to talk, and then if people do like ask a question, we can just answer it in voice. And I mean, let's be real. There's a lot of people that are just trying to shadow trade. But yeah, I mean, I was just saying, like, you know, we really don't like the whole shadow trading thing. That's not what we're going after. You know, we want people to actually learn how to trade. You know what I mean? We want people, you know, we go through the thought process of pretty much like almost damn near every trade. We recap often and after hours chat. I do streams on Wednesday. Bob does streams on Friday. You know, I post my trades if it's on Trade Zero. You know, I post the trades in floor and whatnot. We're trying to teach people. We don't want people to just be. I personally don't want people to slap on my shit. I've seen what scalpers can do to plays, and that's really not what not what happened. But at the same time, it's like we're playing stuff that has so much volume that it really shouldn't affect the play anyway, which is great. You know, a lot of times, in the past, you'd see, you know, a lot of like thinner names and people just, I don't know. We play a lot of organic names, you know what I mean? The majority of the names we play are very organic. We need volume, you know, we want catalyst, we want range, and so we're just trying to teach people how to actually trade. We definitely don't want to make a channel where it promotes people to like be slapping plays, you know what I mean?
Well, and even just the value of the people we have in the community, like there's no difference between a Thiz, a Herv, a Bofo, or a Kenny, right? You know, everybody is a valuable part of what we do.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool because you can tell everybody in here like actually wants to help people. Like you have all that fluff on Twitter where it's like people claim they want to help and they don't, and you can tell like the people that
sign
actually
up for my
wanna
Patreon.
Help. Yeah,
I'll help you.
they'll tag the biggest names on Twitter and then they'll push out a $75 paid thing, and it's just like you can just tell that's not genuine. But
500% gains, and then immediately afterwards.
I'll put it this way, man. And this is honest, right? And this is coming from a guy who's like, I've been through a lot of the paid shit, right? Like, not that I needed it, but even now, like I run through some of this shit just to see what it is, you know, just to see what's up. And I can promise you guys, dude, we're giving out like we are definitely up there in the tiers of like paid room status, and it's for free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in my opinion, I mean, this is good shit right here, man. This is that grade A quality 93 octane gas fucking shit, you know? Like,
well, Thiz, I'll tell you this too, like what I see coming out in real ones, it comes out typically 2 to 5 minutes before it hits other places, even the paid rooms.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna get into the.
I don't want to get into it. I'm just saying.
Let me
got some good eyes.
Let me tell you something. People are listening to our voice and then spitting out in other places. So we're the real ones.
Look, man, when shit is good, you know, like people come. It's just how it is. If something else was created and it was really fucking good, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I'm not gonna be going there and listening too. You know, like. If shit is out there and shit is good, people are gonna go. It's like weed, bro. Like if you got good weed, sells itself. You know what I mean? Like if you got good content, people are gonna go there. You know, if there was another room that popped up and they were calling bangers, like I'd have my laptop. I'd grab my laptop, like I'd be like, all right, let me get my laptop. I'm like, and I'd be on that shit.
That light up keyboard. Woo.
So I mean, I think that's all it is. You know what I mean? Like, and there's, you know, people might not want to say that they're there, but it's just what it is. It's just nature. It's just how shit works. You know what I mean?
They got those fake accounts. They got those like little, what are they called? Like Smurf accounts on video game type shit that they got, and then they go in your guys' voice chat and just listen probably.
I get it. I mean, you know, there's a lot of bigger people where it's like if they were seen in chat, you know, people might be wondering like, you know, what the fuck's going on or whatnot. But I mean, we welcome everybody, bro. Like
we do.
Like personally, you know, I don't condone anybody talking bad about nobody, and I personally have banned multiple people over trying to talk bad about other rooms.
Yeah.
And that's just how we vibe. Like, honestly, these people could come in under their real names, or, you know, people that aren't in that maybe thought about coming in, they could fucking come in and it wouldn't be no thing, bro, because everybody's welcome as long as it's not on no bullshit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, if people are coming in, they're being chill, we're all just trying to make money together. And, like, because in my opinion, I don't know if this is a good way to put it, but, like, like we're all basically minorities to the market. You know what I mean? Like we are just the little guy. You know what I mean? Like all of us, even these people that are making 6 figures, etc. Like, bro, there's so much money in the market. Like we are all just the little guy at the end of the day. You know, so it's crazy to see like all these people that are trying to like beef on Twitter with each other, because it's like, man, y'all don't realize like you y'all are all the little guy. You know what I
There's
mean?
always a bigger fish.
Yeah, always,
Yeah.
man.
Uncle Sam's a big fish.
We welcome everybody, bro. There's no bullshit on our end, bro. We ban anybody that tries to talk bad about anybody else, and y'all know who I'm talking about. So it's like, you know, we're not with that shit, man. You know, you've seen a lot of people try to provoke me personally, even on, you know, on Twitter and private DMs, and it's like, look, I get it. You know, I really do get it. I understand where these people are coming from, but it's like, I'm not the one, bro. Like I'm just here, right, doing my thing. It doesn't matter if I'm in real ones. It doesn't matter if I'm in Atlas. It doesn't matter if I'm in Sapphire. Like obviously real ones is my home, but like honestly, I'm just here. I'm gonna be on voice trading with my homies regardless anywhere we go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this is what we love to do, and we're just trying to make some money. And for anybody that else, like whoever else is on the same page, they're always welcome. You know what I mean? Always welcome. But that's what I think about it, man. If there's some sauce somewhere, people are gonna go there. If some new shoes came out and the bitches were bangers, bro, people are gonna buy them. You know, it just is what it is. It's just nature. You know, it's just how shit works.
Well, before I ask my next question, next time you guys play Valorant, you're gonna have to hit me up because I'm pretty nice. But
hey, okay.
Me and Deb are not.
I'm with it.
I've heard the stories about playing against Thiz where I get headshotted or some shit.
Thiz is something else.
Where
let me tell you.
So I'm too scared right now.
I'm a cat. I'm bronze 3. I ain't even.
This is amazing. Herb is great. You know, RCB is really good, and then there's me. Like, you know, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out one of these days.
I'm on this new world kick right now, but I like to switch it up. You know what I mean? It's just how I unwind personally. I don't go out. I don't drink. I don't smoke often. Like I smoke here and there, but you know. The games.
No, and it's really fun. You know, we get 5 versus 5. It's all people, you know, like, you know, it's just a great laugh, you know, to be in there with everybody and, you know, just have fun.
Yeah. You know, we got something good going on when you spend all day on voice with your team and then you spend all night gaming with them too. Yeah. It's like,
dude, that's so.
Yeah, I get jealous of all you guys who don't have like 4 to 6 kids in your house that have the schedule to go and game all night.
Get snipped.
But you know,
I did. It doesn't take care of the problem I already have.
Hey, he still got 4 to 6 of those little ones.
Man, that's why I'm glad I have my kids young, man. So I'm not gonna be an old. I'm not saying you're old. I'm saying I'm not gonna be an old fart. You know, whenever
I was 23 when I had my first, man.
Yeah, I was 19, bro.
Yeah, I was 21 when I had my first.
I was young as fuck, man. That was anyway. That shit, boy. Man.
I think another question I wanted to ask, like to kind of like pivot to something more serious is we like to ask everybody like I don't know, a piece of advice you would give to a new trader, like a beginner trader. And I know it kind of sounds cliche, but whoever wants to go first, but try to give whoever went previous, like try to give something different than the person before you.
Yeah, I'll go first since I'm the newest. My advice is seriously get out there and learn. You know, everybody says we all did it, quote unquote, you know, for me, I stumbled into FinTwit and it was at a time when pretty much any stock ticker you picked was going to run and you were going to get great profits. And I jumped into it like that. And then all of a sudden it stopped. And, you know, everybody's like, oh, we all do it. That's how we all start. You got to learn, you know, don't, if you're in a play that you don't know why you're in it, just because Mikey said it was going to go, or Thiz said it was going to go, or somebody on Twitter said it was going to go, learn it, you know, get in there, study those charts and make those decisions for yourself, because that's the only way you're going to make it long term.
Yeah, that's really good advice.
I'll go next.
Oh, yeah, you go, Mikey.
All right. So this is all based off for like new people, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If you're new to trading, my best advice to give you is to learn a strategy based off your screen time. The only way you're going to get good at this is to stare at those monitors, watch how the market moves, why it's moving, what kind of float is it, what kind of sector is it, and to build a strategy. And once you can build a strategy, you want to learn how to keep getting better and better and better at it. I mean, even me right now, like when I get off here, I'm going to go review my trades. I'm going to go watch more YouTube videos because I always have this feeling like every day I should have traded yesterday better and better. And the only way to do that is to build from a strategy and to keep getting better and better at it. So screen time and strategy, and learn why things the way they move, and just to keep getting better at it. Don't be all over the place. You got to be really fine in tune with one or two things and grow off that. That's my best advice for new people.
For me, I'm gonna always tell people to find a team, find a mentor. I mean, just connect with people, because there is no way that I would be where I'm at today without Mikey, without this, without all the people that I've connected with. Because it gives you accountability. When you have a group of people that you're going through your journey with, you're able to keep each other accountable. You're able to learn from each other. I mean, we all have different strategies. I mean, I've reached out to Nate to learn about options. Mikey is an excellent scalper. Thiz has learned, so much about shorting and that side of the market. And, the more people that you connect with and pick their brains, even if it's someone, a little bit bigger, I mean, you can slide in those DMs and ask away. And if, they're nice enough, they'll share the sauce. But I mean, you have to, I would find it very difficult to trade alone throughout my journey. I mean, like I could trade alone now because of what I have learned. But I mean, when I'm starting out, dude, there's no way I would have learned what I needed to know to succeed.
Trading alone sucks.
Yeah.
I'd say focus on the right things and know when watching videos and looking up different strategies and looking up different indicators, know when that becomes a disservice to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a lot of people who get stuck in this like weird, spiraling kind of thing of looking for like a holy grail when really there is none. You know what I mean? Focus on what matters, focus on price action, focus on volume, focus on, the psychology of the whole thing, why things are happening, where they're happening, both sides of the trade, short and long, and how these people are reacting in certain areas. And don't get stuck looking for a holy grail. Find what is going to work for you, stick to it. Stop looking for the fucking, what did Dasper say? Stop looking at different indicators, the Gargalon's point, the fucking, all these different, strategies. And there's a lot, right? But find what works for you, stick to it, and become a master at something and not just a jack of all trades, right? You have to master something. And then once you have mastered that, consider adding tools to the kit.
Yeah, and for me, it's probably a little bit deeper than that. Like everything everybody shared is so good, but like I would just encourage you, if you're a new trader, figure out your why. Like, why are you even doing this? Like, what is the thing motivating you beyond money? Because for a lot of us, money is a really good motivator early on, but like as everybody shared, eventually that becomes not enough. But if you've got a family you want to provide for, things that you want to give to, or just things that you want to see happen in your life, like figure that piece out. Because look, the reality is some days the market's going to be shitty. They're going to be terrible. And if the only thing that's driving you is money, well, then when the markets are not giving you that, like you're going to want to walk away. But if you've got something deeper within you, something that is actually a part of who you are, but beyond all of this material crap that you can accumulate, then that's going to actually give you the desire and the heartbeat to keep pushing through all of the hardship, all of the resistance, all of the pain, so that you can get to that place that you want to get. So my thing is, in totality, like with what everybody else has shared, like figure out what is actually causing you to want to be a part of this. Figure that out, because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that's going to keep you going.
Fire.
Yeah. I think
like
it's
that.
I think it's important that you surround yourself with like-minded people too, because like, I mean, if all your friends in real life are wanting to go to the bar, what are you going to be tempted to do? Go to the bar. You need to like find people. It doesn't matter if it's online. Like everybody here met online, and now they're great friends, and like they're successful and they work together. So
I have like no friends.
Okay, wow.
in real life, like dude, I have like 2. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly why, bro. It's because everybody's just trying to go out and do some shit that like, I mean, I can't really do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Which
So
is
find
why it
those
was
people.
super cool to meet these guys, man. 100% agree.
Yeah, I think with that, you guys have made it through the
Wait,
stock
wait.
part of the interview.
Deb didn't answer.
She answered
I was
first.
Oh, did she first? Oh,
Yeah, she jumped in and said she wanted to
Dang
get
it.
her advice right out first.
Damn, dick.
Well, just because
just trying to defend Deb.
because
Okay,
no,
don't get on
listen,
me.
he said like, you can't say something somebody else said. So I was like, I'm going first. No.
Deb said number
Smart
1.
move.
All right. Well, yeah, you guys have made it through the interrogation part of the episode. Now we got some things that Deb has been very scared to answer.
Oh my
That'll
gosh.
come last.
No.
That'll come last. First, we got what unpopular opinion do you guys have that you will die on a hill for? And I got 2 to start us off, just as kind of like a intro to it.
Don't even say
I
it.
think Mellow Yellow is better than Mountain Dew, and I will die on I will fight with a sword with anyone who disagrees with me there. And then I also think ketchup is disgusting, so I will fist fight anyone who thinks that ketchup is good. Those are the 2 things.
I've got two right off the bat. Number 1,
Okay.
hot dog is not a sandwich. I will die on this hill. Do not DM me. Do not add
It
me.
is. It's a
hot
sandwich,
dog
Deb.
is not a sandwich.
Bread and meat.
Also, pineapple does not belong on pizza. Thank
Those
you
are
for your
fighting words,
time.
Deb. Those are
I
fighting
disagree
words.
again, Deb. Deb, we're
Those
gonna
are
have to
fighting
actually
words.
fight.
I
Fappy's
will
not here.
die
You don't have to
on
impress him.
this hill.
It's sweet. It's so good on there, though. It's got sweet, and then there's like the little saltiness there. It's perfect.
Bro, I can't think of shit.
I'll give you another one that is a very unpopular opinion.
Right?
The Atlanta Falcons will win a Super Bowl in my lifetime. It's going to happen.
Oh boy, I don't know about
Oh
that.
man,
Oh shit.
you got a stretch there, Deb. Deb, that is a stretch.
Nope.
Okay.
It's going to happen.
Mine
go
are San Francisco Giants are the greatest baseball team of all time.
Boo.
Hold on. I just
Ooh.
flew out to go watch them destroy the Dodgers on Friday night. So scoreboard.
1-1. Series is 1-1.
I know,
Same.
but the Giants have won 3 of the last 10 World Series. What are you going to say, Deb? How many have Atlanta won?
Oh,
boy.
damn. Oh damn.
Of the last 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
And historically.
I hear shots.
I'm waiting.
Fire.
The Atlanta Braves have won one World Series. The Braves have won more than one World Series.
Deb, do you perhaps live near Atlanta? Maybe.
Oh,
Just
Uh-oh.
kidding. I don't want to.
Yeah,
shit,
it's
but
not
I know
it's not a secret. Yeah, I live in Atlanta.
I was
Okay.
gonna say a Falcons fan, a Braves fan.
So that's my first.
Also Carolina Hurricanes, but that kind of throws off the mix. Atlanta
A little bit.
Hawks. Yeah.
Second unpopular opinion is that everybody is a hypocrite. I don't know. I figured I'd just throw that out there.
I think
I
I kind
agree
of
with that.
that one.
Yeah, but
think I
like when
agree.
you
Yeah, I
actually, here's the thing though. When
It's not
you
unpopular,
actually-
Nate. Now.
When you try to talk to people about that, they get really offended. They do. You could
I
say
bet
it, and
they
everyone's
would.
like, "Oh, I agree with that." Be like, "But that means you're a hypocrite too." And they're like, "Wait, we weren't talking about me."
And
We're
then if you
talking
get
about-
called out as a hypocrite, it's like I'm not a damn hypocrite. What do you mean? And it's like,
Exactly. That's what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
No, I get what you're saying. That's true.
Very unpopular.
That's true. Mikey, Fizz, Herb, you got any?
bro, I'm like at a Lost.
Yeah.
This
Me
can't
too.
think of
I'm like,
anything.
Just go with the pineapple on pizza. It's the way to go. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
but Thiz is gonna say pineapple does belong on pizza.
No, he won't. No, he won't.
Do
Bro,
it,
anybody
Thiz.
that eats pineapple on a pizza can get bent, dude.
I'm gonna get bent then, I guess.
I will gladly get bent
Hey,
by my
but
wife.
to be fair though, like, god dang, boy, what? But to be fair, like, I've never tried it either, so I don't know.
That's the thing. You're a
Oh,
hypocrite. You're
man.
judging something you've never had.
You have to try
Case
it.
in point.
Well, I've never said I wasn't a hypocrite though, so.
And Nate's
To
like,
be, I
"You're
mean,
a
to be
hypocrite."
fair, I never did say that. I don't know, bro. You ever just see some shit? And you're just like, damn, that don't look good. I don't know.
Yeah. Mhm.
You know what I
Ain't
mean?
touching that.
That's like one of those, man. That, for
Dad,
me,
have
that-
you ever had pineapple on pizza?
No, but I don't.
Oh, come on.
Let me
Man.
explain.
Deb.
So I have this issue
Oh,
where I don't like
Susan.
food mixed together. So if you gave me like even if you give me pepperoni pizza, I have to pick the pepperoni off to eat it first.
Hold
So-
on. But you realize that the bread is mixed with the sauce with the cheese.
But it's
Hypocritical.
layered. It's different. Yeah.
Can you
Well,
eat
yeah,
like a
and the
salad,
pineapple
Deb?
is layered on top of the cheese.
Pineapple does not, it's fruit. Fruit does not belong on pizza. And don't give me that tomatoes are technically a fruit. I understand
Deb,
that.
you're like the people who say that you can't make a successful career out of day trading because
Tomatoes are a
long-term
fruit?
investing is the way you make money.
Yeah, it's
That's what you're
amazing
like
on
right now.
fruit.
that is such a stretch of an analogy. Like, I'm sorry, fruit does not belong on pizza.
I
Like,
mean, I am the doctor here, so
Fizz is over here in real time finding out the tomato is a fruit. I saw his face go like, whoa.
No way! What the fuck, dude?
just do it. Just try it. All right. Order pizza tonight with pineapple on it, Deb. You will be converted.
I
Bro.
will not. I will not.
Converted.
Just do like half a pizza of it sometime this week
No.
or something.
This
No.
was a recommended, right? When I was looking up the fruit thing. What is Oklahoma state vegetable? It's a fucking watermelon.
Wait, vegetables, a watermelon?
Bro, I'm dead at it's what is Oklahoma state vegetable? You type it in Google right now, it says watermelon.
And see, this is what is so cool about real ones. It's educational. We have the most interesting conversations you could ever imagine.
Just look up fluffers.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
you want something crazy? A watermelon has an IQ of 2.6.
Get the fuck out of here. What is
Google this shit, bro.
watermelon
I learned
IQ?
this like a month ago with one of my friends was like, do you guys know that a watermelon has an IQ? And it literally has an IQ. How it has an IQ, I have no idea. But a watermelon has an IQ of 2.6.
Damn. Looks
What
so
about a
weird
dolphin?
eating it, huh?
I feel like a dolphin's got a pretty high IQ.
I don't know. I'll Google it right
Absolutely. Absolutely.
now. Dolphin.
Nate and I found something we agree on. Look at that.
Yeah, we do, Deb. Look at that, Deb.
Look at that.
1.67. The orca 2.57. Damn.
Wait, so the watermelon is smarter than the freaking
Damn.
dolphin?
I was about to say it like damn.
How? Like, what is the
What the
watermelon?
fuck?
Can it write its name on the test? What can it do? What?
Are
I
you
don't know
smarter
what
than a
website you got
watermelon?
that from.
Damn.
Damn,
An
I'm
orca is dumber than a watermelon.
I'm
This feels like
hot
one of
right
those
now, dude. I can't
Drunk
believe
games you
I.
gotta play.
You know how many times I said tomato was a vegetable in my damn life? You know how many times?
All of them.
Every single time up until
All of them.
Oh my god.
Teddy, you didn't give the
Dude.
the golden retriever.
Oh, I don't want to get into that one. One of them might have a golden retriever, but I'm gonna get into it, dude. I think golden retrievers are overrated. I'm
What?
whispering it.
That's
Oh,
that's
you
where
said-
you get me heated.
Oh.
You said they were
Oh,
ugly.
Herb is gonna get heated here.
golden, bro.
They're
I don't know.
cute, but they're not like
Amazing.
everyone acts like they're the best dog possible.
Herb,
They
I
are
think they're
great
so much
dogs.
cuter dogs.
Trapped all over your house every day recently.
Say that again.
Didn't you have a dog who's just crapping all over your house recently, Herb?
Oh, I heard about
It
that.
wasn't a golden retriever though.
Oh, it wasn't?
It was a foster, a
It was like it was
wheelchair.
a lab, right?
It was a wheelchair foster dog.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad now. You had to say
Yeah,
wheelchair.
you should,
Yeah, what
you
the
should
fuck,
feel
man?
Yeah.
bad. This was a disabled dog
It was.
that Herb took in out of the goodness of his heart, and you're gonna make fun of that.
I think
I'm not making fun
American
of it.
bullies.
I was just pointing out a fact.
I
God.
think American bullies are the best dogs. Not pit
I think-
bulls.
Is
but
that
American,
your
American
unpopular
bullies.
opinion?
I think that's what mine is. Yeah.
Cats are the best dogs.
I have 3
Ew.
cats, and dude, they're the best.
You know,
One of
the
them is
cool,
red. Oh,
the, The cool thing about
Overrated.
cats is like they take care of themselves, but like the whole litter box thing for me is just a huge buzzkill.
That's why I have my
yeah.
wife do it.
Yeah.
But then so is picking up shit in the yard, I guess. So I don't know.
I
it's
put my
just-
cat's litter box far away, so I don't got to deal with any of the smell or
I
anything.
prefer-
You know, cats
We got
always
3
have
litter
that.
boxes.
Cats always have that look like they might be plotting to kill you. I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
Dude, we've got one cat that acts like a dog, and it's amazing.
That's pretty cool.
I think my
I'd
popular
say I
opinion
had a
is-
German Shepherd back in the day, and dude, I love that thing so much. But now I just got cats.
Dude, I'm not
Yeah,
trying to like
You're getting
ruin-
photobombed by one of your cats. As
I
we
know,
speak.
he's chilling.
I gotta maybe I should just Google it. I don't want to ruin the podcast with this question. Do cats fart?
Yes. My cat farts. I sometimes smell
100%.
it and hear it.
They're bad.
No way.
You can
Yep.
hear it sometimes. Like sometimes I'll be in bed and my girl will be like, "Did you just shit?" Because I heard it, or "Did you just fart?" And it'll be the cat, and she'll be like, "I did not." And I was like, "No, neither did I." And so it was like, and it was like, "Oh, that was the cat."
You know what?
Ew,
It's so
dude.
cool though. In a slow market, these are the kind of conversations you'll hear in voice chat. Like, there's never a day that goes by that I'm not just like, did we really
Yeah,
just go
I
there?
was always
Like-
I was always real worried that like, you know, because me and Bob weren't we had pretty much just met when we first started the thing, and it was like I was always real worried that I wouldn't be able to be myself. You know what I mean? And that was a
Mhm.
huge thing for me. It's like I need to be able to be myself, because if
Yeah.
I'm not, my thought process, everything's jam. I'd be too focused on like, you know, not being a certain way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no,
Look
I
at it now.
agree.
Everybody loves you.
Oh man, she
We are celebrated as we are in the real ones.
Shucks, guys. I
Very
love
rarely
everybody else,
censored.
dude. She's sick. She's sick.
Yeah.
What was the last? Are we? What else we got?
Yeah. So last
Oh.
one, man. I mean, this is the one Deb's been fearing all night. She's been
Oh,
thinking.
yeah.
So this one is from via Nate.
This Nate right here.
Yeah, this Nate right here. If you had to be a gnome for the rest of your
Garden
life,
gnome. Garden
a
gnome.
garden gnome,
Garden
a garden gnome for the rest of your life, what would you be holding and where would you be at? And I want Nate to go first since this was his question.
Yeah. So I would be holding a gun, and I'd
a
be
loaded
placed,
gun?
a loaded gun, and I'd be placed right outside of my house, so that if my 4 daughters ever went on a date and they needed a gun, they could grab one quickly.
He's thought about this
Ooh.
before.
I
He's
have.
thought many times, I can tell.
I'm just saying, dude. Sometimes you go on a date and you're like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Gotta have a little Glock in the sock, you know?
I'm
Block
gonna
in the
go with
sack.
I'm gonna go with a joint, and like right by a bench or something.
Mm. Have
Sounds
a lot
like
of good conversations with people.
just reach down, and be like, "What's up, my guy?" Yep, you know what I mean? Take
Yeah.
that shit. I'm gonna go with that one. Nice and easy, nice and simple.
I know where
Dad.
I'd be.
Oh, Ant, go ahead. Man.
Well, I told you I'd be at Walmart. Just outside
I was gonna use
Walmart.
that one, but now I can't use
You
that
can't use that. It's mine. Just to
Shit.
people watch.
Oh, okay. People
What are
watch
you
it.
holding though?
one. Yeah, what are you holding?
Shit, I didn't think about that. I don't know. What would I be holding?
Probably a
Pineapple
gun, dude.
pizza?
You never know what goes down at
A
Walmart.
cat
A Red Cross donation bucket.
or that?
Nice, Irv.
But
Girl Scout cookies.
That's a good
hey,
one
there
too.
you go. You don't be hating on Girl Scout cookies. All right, come on.
What's the best Girl Scout cookie? Real quick, dude.
I
Caramel
like
delights.
I like the Thin Mint, man. I'm
And
basic
Thin
as
Mint.
all the
shit.
way.
Thin
So you
Mints is
can't
where
feel
it's
like you
at.
just can't go wrong. You know,
Thin
Thin
Mints
Mint
are
is
good,
good,
man.
but Dosey Does are the best. The peanut butter ones, like
Those are pretty good
Yeah,
too,
those
Deb.
are
What if
They
you're
are.
allergic though, Deb? That's
then
a
you
certain way to
wouldn't
kill
want
somebody.
to eat those.
Mm.
I'm allergic to pineapples.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay,
send
I've
you a
got
pizza at
mine.
those.
You
Let's
got
hear
yours,
it.
sir? Let's hear it.
I would be floating in outer space with a lightsaber.
Oh,
Holy
I
shit,
like
dude.
that one.
Wait a minute. My
Dang.
Because then you could just like
I
float
really
for
like that
forever, and
one.
then the lightsaber just slices through anything that comes in your like path, right? So-
Obi Gnome Kenobi, dude.
And you look sick.
Obi
Obi Gnome Kenobi.
wait, my unpopular opinion was gonna be that Star Wars is overrated. So Herb
Oh,
might hate me.
shut up.
I
Shots
honestly am not that
fired.
big of a fan.
You
but
just took a
Ooh.
stab
Lightsabers are
into my
cool.
childhood.
I really don't like it. I can't get into it. Lord of the Rings is way better.
That's,
I can get down with that.
Yeah, I can.
But Lord of the Rings, the books are better than the movies. I will
Also
die
agree
on
with
this
that, Deb.
hill. I will
Also
die on
agree
this
with you.
hill. Okay.
That's a big ass book, man.
All
I'll be
right.
honest.
I got my
It's
gnome.
more than one.
I would be on Elon Musk's desk, and I think I would be holding. Oh man, I don't know.
Key to a Fisker.
Key to a Fisker. No, I think dude, I don't know. Like, I feel like a bag of magic mushrooms. Elon would have a lot of fun, and I'd hear a lot of cool stuff. And plus, he's like a real weird guy. I think he'd get extra jiggy. I don't
Extra
know.
jiggy.
I don't know, but
Jiggy.
on his desk for sure. I bet you the conversations that man has are off
Holding
the
some
wall.
Dogecoin.
Oh, shit.
A physical
Or Shib.
Dogecoin.
Apparently, Shib's the new one.
I guess.
Mikey.
I probably would. I'd definitely be holding a Pokemon card.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Which one
Yeah.
though? Which one? You can only pick one.
Probably Pikachu for sure. I'd be
Yeah.
holding a Pikachu. I don't know where though. Maybe like probably on the roof of my house.
There you go.
Okay.
Just showing the Pikachu to the world.
Yeah. Just so I can, every time you leave, you're just like, damn.
That's
There
a
you
gnome
go.
with Pikachu.
That's a shiny.
Yeah.
All right, Deb, it's your time. It's your time to shine.
What
I
you
have to
got?
say, This is such a strange question.
Sorry,
all right,
Deb.
but I've made a decision. I'm going to be standing on a pedestal so that the dogs cannot pee on me because I feel like that's important if this is for all time. And I'm going to be holding the Lombardi trophy that the Atlanta Falcons won. Yes.
Oh, Deb.
I can't believe you're a Falcons
Wait, so
fan.
you're holding nothing, Deb?
Oh, shit,
That was
dude.
my final answer.
I hear shots.
Okay. All right, Deb. All right, guys. Well, that was a great talk. So we just want to thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah,
I
dude,
got
it's
something
a
to say,
pleasure.
but I think Tony wants to probably say goodbye to you guys before I get on about the giveaway.
Oh yeah, it was just nice meeting you guys. It's the first time any of us, I met any of you guys, and I really appreciate you guys coming on.
Likewise, bro.
Same.
Yeah.
Likewise.
It's fun.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so there's gonna be the link in the bio to the Real Ones Discord. Give it a look, give it a check out. Listen to Fizz talk about anal, his woman, his woman face, and then also just like they're gonna give out some fireplace. So you guys check that out. And then also the podcast is giving away 2 different items. We're giving away a Real Ones shirt, I believe, and then we're giving away a sweatshirt that is the Halt, where it's the 2 skeleton hands holding seltzers and stuff. So if you guys listen to this, if you guys made it to the end of the podcast, DM me and I'm going to choose 2 winners. I'll do it randomly, and you guys will be getting a sweatshirt, and one person will be getting a shirt as well. So yeah, thank you guys for coming on. It was awesome.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Had a lot of
Thanks, guys.
fun. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for having us on.
Proof lit inside of my blood vessels. Light beams hit off the side of my watch bezel. 22 and popping, I feel like I'm on schedule. Hey, don't be so naive. Don't get in your feelings, then try me. Nothing wrong with a side piece. Hey, go ahead if you try and leave. Cause what's a 9 to a dime piece? What's a headache to a youngin' trying to find peace? What's one girl to a couple side me's? What's a chase when they down to